The miracle of the splitting of the moon by Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, is one of the miracles that has always made everyone ponder. So, join me as we explore this amazing story. Have you ever wondered what would happen if one night the moon in the sky became two, or how someone could possibly split the moon? Today, we want to tell you a story that will not only amaze you, but also depict one of the greatest miracles in the history of Islam. If you want to know how Prophet Muhammad split the moon in half and what events followed, make sure to stay with us until the end of this video. Don't miss this story because we are going to delve into one of the most astonishing events in history, an event that even NASA scientists have come across but have not been able to explain the reason for. The Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, in addition to the Quran, which is the greatest and most everlasting miracle among all prophets, had other miracles as well. One of these miracles was the splitting of the moon. This event occurred in Mecca in front of the people and led many to believe in his prophethood. But let's delve into more details and see exactly what happened. The story goes that one night, Prophet Muhammad was sitting in the Hijr of Ismail, and the Quraysh were conversing with each other saying, "Muhammad has left us helpless, we don't know what to do." Some of them said, "Let's go and ask him to show us a sign in the sky, because magic does not work in the sky." So they went to Prophet Muhammad and said, "O Muhammad, if you are not a sorcerer, show us a sign in the sky because we know that magic does not work in the sky." Then they asked Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, to split the moon in half if he was truly a prophet. The individuals who specifically made this request included Abu Jahl, Walid ibn al-Mughira, As ibn Wa'il, Aswad ibn Abd Yaguth, and Nadir ibn al-Harith. Prophet Muhammad raised his hands in prayer and asked God to show this miracle. Suddenly, the moon split into two halves, and each half moved to a different side of the sky. Astonishing, isn't it? Imagine the dark nights of Mecca being illuminated by a split moon. The people of Mecca were astonished upon witnessing this miracle, and it was one of those moments that changed history. But what was the reaction of the people? Some of the polytheists believed after seeing this miracle, while others remained in doubt and skepticism. Those who were in doubt said to Prophet Muhammad, "Bring the two halves of the moon back together." Prophet Muhammad again pointed to one half of the moon with one hand, and to the other half with the other hand, and they came closer and joined together, becoming a full moon again and returning to its place. The polytheists, still unable to accept this miracle due to their obstinance, said, "Rise up. Muhammad's magic has even affected the sky." Abu Lahab, one of the staunchest opponents of the Prophet, reacted sharply and said, "This is just a great magic. Muhammad has bewitched our eyes and deceived us with his magic. The moon hasn't split. Rather, Muhammad has done something to make us see the moon as split. This has nothing to do with prophethood." He continued, "This magic has only deceived our eyes, and in no way can it prove that Muhammad is a prophet. We need to ask other people who are far away if they saw this too. If only we saw it, then it's just a local magic." After a few hours, a man was returning from the desert, and everyone was waiting for him to come closer so they could ask if he had seen the miracle. Suddenly, they saw the man running and shouting, "I saw something in the sky while I was in the desert that, if I tell you, you'll say I've gone mad. I saw the moon suddenly split in half." Despite this, Abu Lahab continued to search for other reasons to deny the miracle. Abu Lahab decided to approach the caravans coming to Mecca from other regions to ask if they had also seen the miracle. One of these caravans was returning from Sham, modern-day Syria. When Abu Lahab asked if they had seen anything strange in the sky the previous night, they confirmed that the moon had split in two. Another caravan coming from Yemen also confirmed that they had seen the phenomenon and were very astonished and amazed. These confirmations from distant caravans showed that the miracle of the splitting of the moon was not just a local magic, but a global phenomenon that was seen everywhere. Nevertheless, Abu Lahab and others continued to try to deny the miracle in any way possible and sought other excuses instead of accepting the truth. This miracle was one of the reasons that many people believed in the prophethood of Muhammad and converted to Islam. Imagine how this event could have changed people's lives and what impact it could have had on history. It should also be mentioned that some time ago, 3 NASA astronauts claimed something on an American television program that resembled the miracle of the splitting of the moon. They said that during a series of experiments and studies on the surface of the moon, they noticed a strange groove and crack that encircled it like a belt, as if this celestial body had once been split and then rejoined. Although NASA did not mention the miracle of Prophet Muhammad, they spoke a lot about the wonder of this phenomenon and how it does not align with their scientific findings. Dear friends, if you would like to hear more stories about the prophets and imams, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon next to it so you don't miss any videos. Also, if you have any comments, questions, or specific stories in mind, write to us in the comments.